Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to share how I scored 97 out of 100 in my history examination, and I'll also share about one mistake that I made, and I remember clearly that I made that mistake in my exam. Okay, so let's get started. Now, most important thing in history as well, NCRT, it is the most important. Like, see, history, the NCRTs, let me show you the book once. See, there are 3 books, like, so this is the first one. Like this, you have 3 books and there are 12 chapters. Yeah, from our term it became 12 chapters. Now there's so much to cover. Like each chapter is like 8 to 10 pages or 10 to 12 pages, and it just doesn't end. Like you'll scroll through the book and you'll see the chapter just doesn't end. It keeps on going. And the fact that every single line is important. I mean, the chapters are so long, but still every line is important. So that's the case. I will say that you can solely depend on NCRT for history, because even adding extra book or any reference book, workbook, it will just add more burden. Like, how much more will you study? Like, studying the NCRT is more than enough. So use the NCRT very wisely for history. Now the thing that you can do while using NCRT is that, see, what I had done, suppose, like, see, this is your NCRT page, okay? So you have so much of text. What I did was, side where you have blank space, over there I would write subheadings or headings, like the things that can be asked as questions. I would write them in points. It actually helps a lot, like, especially for revising, and for understanding. You will realize that you have understood if you have like written the side in short, very short. Okay. As well as what you can do is you can write the questions also, like the PYQs. You should get that PYQ workbook. After getting that PYQ workbook, in the sense that the past year questions, you can write the past years in the NCRT itself, in the side. See, at the side, and you can try to answer them in few words over there, like the key points, the headings and subheadings, like that. And also one more thing, this NCRT, everything is important in the NCRT, but then again, this is one more catch. Like in the start only, at the start over here, they have written what is needed, what is not needed. Okay, it's coming reverse over here, but still I'll just say, just read the first page where it's written how to use the book. Do not learn everything. They have clearly stated here that these short meanings, additional information, and the more elaborate definitions, that is not going to come in boards, so you don't have to learn them. You can just go through them once. But then again, the sources, they are important for the source based questions, so you should go through the sources, not learn them, but go through them. And sometimes MCQs come from sources, otherwise it's not that important. But then other than that, the lines from the NCRT, those are very important. And then the next thing is now YouTube resources, what you can use for history. See, what I used was the Twin Bros. Again, yes, I love that channel, it's so good. So for history especially, I used to watch the explanation videos as well, and in their explanation videos, like that's the NCRT they have, and over their side they've written the questions as well. So I used to mark those questions in my book as well, and try to see where this question is from which part of the chapter, so it helps to get an overview also. Their explanation videos are good. You can also go to the rapid revision videos. And I remember before the exam they had live classes, and I used to attend those live classes for history, because I had 9 days before my history exam, so it was like so much of time. What will I do? So I used to watch those classes. It was so fun. I mean, it was fun, and it was so easy to remember as well. So I was truly grateful to them. I mean, if you ever watch this video, Dev Bhaiya, Guru Bhaiya, I'm really grateful. Yeah, now the next thing, note making. See, for history, notes are like really very important, because see, each and every chapter is so big, so how can you just go through them again and again, right? So rather than going through the chapter again and again to learn the stuff, what you can do is you can make short notes where everything important is written down. See, what I did was I actually wrote down the entire chapter in like 4 pages, I think. First page, second page, third page, fourth page, like this. Like, the key points or the dates, the important names and stuff, what you need to remember. So you can write them in notes, and you can just quickly go through the notes to remember this stuff, because first of all, you need to get all these information inside your head. So it will actually take you time to get so many names, so many dates, all these places chronologically into your mind. So that's why I think notes are very important. You can also make a date sheet, like for all the dates, but I would not recommend that, because See, if you are already making notes and each chapter's dates you're already writing it down, no need to like add all these in one single page. You can have separate date sheets as well. So notes are more important for history than for political science, and it is actually very true. I realize that history can have so much of dates, so many different names and places and stuff, and it can be overwhelming at times. But take it slowly, okay? Like history chapters are big, so do not panic if you have not like if you're not like just completed the syllabus. There's still time. So first of all, try to understand each chapter. Try to go through each chapter, each and every line of the NCERT at least once or twice. You should go through that and then make notes that you can use to learn the subject matter. See, like what I did was, like, suppose I'm studying chapter 4. So after I've studied chapter 4, what I'll do is I'll go through the notes that I made for chapter 1, 2, 3. They are short. They will help me go through them like quickly. So I'll use it to revise chapter 1, 2, and 3. And one more thing, you can use again rapid revision videos. Rapid revision videos are like the best thing to like remember something. Or explanation videos also, you can go through them, like 1 or 2 hour explanation videos, like in 1.5x obviously, but then it helps you to remember the thing without going through the entire text, and you will actually remember if you use them. So my history preparation before boards, it was watching Twin Bros live and also studying the NCERT, like going through the NCERT. And the PYQs, yes, PYQs are very, very important for history, especially. Like PYQs get repeated in history. Like if you can do one thing is that you can, after you get the PYQ book, you can just mark all the PYQs in your chapter. Like the side spaces are there, over there you can mark all the PYQs. It will help you out a lot. Like really, it will just give you a view, like okay, these are the type of questions that can come from this particular topic, and it can also show you how important one topic is, like how frequently one topic is asked. And the same thing, you should also mark MCQ, SQ at the side of your NCERT, which will help you to understand that this date or this place, this name is important. So this was all that I did for history. And yes, now the mistake that I made. Now see, the thing is, NCERT keeps on changing every year. Something is added, right, every single year. So what happened is, my one book, the third book, it was the old version. It was not the new version. And I made this mistake that in the new version, there's this list of members of the Constituent Assembly and their like duty, like what they did. So there was this MCQ in my exam, and what happened is that table, it was not there in my book. So I discovered it later that table was there in the new NCERT book, and I thought that maybe it's not that important, so I didn't go through that. So that's why I say do not skip stuffs that they have not written over there to skip. So go through stuff that is there in every single line can be important, every single picture can be important, every single, even the picture the subheadings, you should go through them because it might contain some information that you might need. Yeah, so that was, I think, where I lost 1 mark. Like I remember that I lost there. Well, apart from that, my history exam was good only. Everything else felt good. And also, don't stress much if you have taken history. I know, like looking at the NCERTs, it can feel hell a lot overwhelming. Like, oh my god, there's so much, right? Like seriously, like when I used to study, I would just turn the page of the chapter. Like, okay, I'm in the 4th page. I think, okay, am I in the middle of the chapter? I would think, and then I'll be like, no, I'm not even in like 1/3 of the chapter. It's so irritating at times. So it's okay. So if you are feeling a little bit tired of history, it's okay, it's fine. Just try to make it fun. Use explanation videos, use MCQ videos, which will help you to remember. Use rapid revision videos. Again, personally, I would suggest Twin Bros history rapid revision videos. Is like, I don't know, it's like just the best. It's just the best thing you can find on YouTube for history. I would say they are very good. So you can use them. There are so many free resources on YouTube. Use them. You can like literally score good marks from them. I'm the proof. I did not take any tuitions. I did not like take any paid courses or anything like that. I just used free resources, and I would say I'm quite like okay with, like, it was good. Like I would say my experience was good studying from them. You have your free will that time when you're studying. Like when you're studying alone, or when you're studying like in your own, that time you have this free thing that okay, I know what I'm supposed to study. And one more thing is that for history, keep a track of the chapters that you need to cover. Do not leave too much for the end, because such long chapters, if you leave too much for the end, it can just mess up with your brain. So try to like be consistent with history. Like do not ignore it. Like I know political science can be more interesting, let's study political science more, let's not study history, but don't do that. Give time to history as well, because history can also be very interesting, but you have to be there. Like your mind has to be there on the subject. So So this was it. I hope this video helps, and if you have any other doubt, you can write them in the comments. If you have any subject that you want help with, I can also help you out with that.